Aston Martin is going through a difficult time, and a big part of the uncertainty involves Lance Stroll. The Canadian driver has shown signs of frustration with his situation in Formula One, and recent developments suggest he might not stay in the sport for much longer. His private test in a rally car has sparked speculation that he could be looking for a way out. If he does leave, the question of who will replace him becomes an important topic. Lance Stroll has always been a controversial guy in Formula One, mainly because of his connection to his father, Lance Stroll, who owns the Aston Martin team. Many people believe his place in F1 is secure only because of his father's influence. However, recent events suggest that the situation might be more complex. Reports indicate that Stroll has shown a lack of interest in his racing career, and his body language often reflects frustration. During race weekends, he does not display the kind of passion expected from an elite athlete. His interactions with race engineers have also raised concerns, as he has shown signs of disrespect on multiple occasions. Lance has never been a strong performer in Formula One. Since his debut in 2017, he has scored only 3 podium finishes, which is a low number for someone who has been in the sport for so many years. In 2020, he achieved his best result with a 3rd-place finish at Monza and a 2nd-place finish in Sakir. Despite this, he has never shown the consistency needed to be a top driver. His average finishing position in races has remained mid-pack, and he has never been a real threat to the front runners. Even when Aston Martin had a competitive car at the start of the 2023 season, his teammate Fernando Alonso outperformed him by a significant margin. Alonso secured 8 podium finishes in 2023, while Stroll did not manage a single one. Another issue is his attitude toward the sport. Many F1 drivers love racing and take every opportunity to test cars, even in different categories. But Lance does not show the same level of enthusiasm. Some reports suggest that he dislikes talking to the media and avoids giving detailed answers about his performance. If he does not enjoy the media attention and struggles to perform on the track, it raises questions about his long-term commitment to the sport. His recent rally test adds another layer to the speculation. He was seen privately testing a rally car, which suggests he might be exploring other forms of racing. Rallying requires a completely different skill set from Formula One, but some drivers have successfully transitioned between the two. Kimi Raikkonen, a former F1 world champion, competed in the World Rally Championship during a break from Formula One. If Stroll is serious about moving away from F1, rallying could be an option for him. There is also the possibility that Aston Martin itself is preparing for changes. Adrian Newey, one of the most successful engineers in F1 history, has been linked to the team. He has reportedly had private discussions with Lance Stroll, and some believe those talks included the driver lineup. Newey is known for wanting the best possible drivers to maximize his car's performance. If he is joining Aston Martin in a significant role, he might push for a change in the driver lineup, especially if Lance continues to underperform. Guenther Steiner, the former Haas team principal, has also commented on Lance Stroll's situation. He pointed out that Lance often looks unhappy, and his body language does not suggest someone who is enjoying his time in Formula One. Steiner even said that if Lance Stroll did not own the team, Lance would not be in F1 at all. This statement shows the general opinion of many fans and analysts who believe that Lance's seat is not based on merit. Despite these concerns, Aston Martin's team principal, Mike Crack, has defended Stroll. He insists that Lance has a championship mentality and could win a title if given the right car. Crack even revealed that during a 3-week break, Stroll contacted him to arrange a private test in an older F1 car. This could indicate that Stroll still has an interest in racing, but whether that interest is strong enough to keep him in F1 remains uncertain. If Lance Stroll does leave, Aston Martin will need to find a replacement. several drivers could be considered for the seat. One possibility is Felipe Drugovich, Aston Martin's reserve driver. Drugovich won the 2022 Formula 2 Championship and has been waiting for an opportunity in F1. He has tested Aston Martin's cars multiple times, so he already has some experience with the team. Alonso is still competitive, but he will be 44 years old in 2026. While experience is valuable, F1 is a young man's game. Many experts believe Aston Martin will try to sign Max Verstappen, a three-time world champion. Verstappen is one of the best drivers in F1, and having him in the team would make Aston Martin serious title contenders. However, one question remains. Who would be his teammate? If Alonso stays, Aston Martin will have one strong driver, but Alonso is nearing retirement, and Verstappen will need a competitive partner. Stroll does not seem to be that driver. His results show inconsistency. In 2024, he finished in the top 10 only 6 times, while Alonso did so 14 times. Stroll's best race finish was 6th, while Alonso managed 5th. The difference may seem small, but in F1, small gaps can mean the difference between success and failure. Some reports suggest that Adrian Newey is not convinced by Stroll's ability. Newey has designed championship-winning cars for Williams, McLaren, and Red Bull. He knows what it takes to win. If he believes Stroll is not good enough, Aston Martin might have to make a tough decision. Keeping Stroll in the team might hurt their chances of winning titles. The team's ambitions are clear. They are investing heavily in technology, staff, and facilities. They do not want to remain in the midfield. They want to challenge Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren. These teams all have strong driver pairings. Ferrari has Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, McLaren has Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, and Mercedes has a young and ambitious duo. If Aston Martin wants to fight at the front, they need 2 competitive drivers, not just one. One possibility is that Stroll could leave F1 and switch to another category of racing. He has never been as passionate about F1 as other drivers. He enjoys racing but does not seem obsessed with winning. In contrast, drivers like Verstappen, Leclerc, and Hamilton live and breathe F1. If Stroll does not have that same hunger, it might be time for him to consider a different challenge. Lance Stroll faces a difficult decision. As a businessman, he wants Aston Martin to succeed. He has invested millions into the team and expects results. But as a father, it will not be easy to remove his son from the team. But if Aston Martin is serious about winning, they need to make tough choices. Now, before you leave, just don't forget to give this video a like, smash that subscribe button, and also ring that notification bell while you're down there.